This is Survivor Sean. I'm lost in the bush at Loy River. We gotta find some food. Well, this is why I came on top. Found on top of this here cliff. If you listen, it's really quiet. But this stuff right here is great for making a fire. We'll gather this and make some traps to try to catch some animals. As you can see, it's an old forest. And if you're as strong as I am, you can bring the forest down. Look at all the underbrush. Making a fire will be a cinch. Since I have my handy dandy survival man lighter with me. We get down here on the forest floor. We can see what looks to be like an animal track. Right here on this log. You can see how it's worn down on the top from the constant moving. And here you can see footsteps. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. Leading off. This would be the perfect place to set up our snare to try to catch an animal so we can eat it. I just finished setting up my snare. I didn't have any snare wire, so I had to use my shoelace from my boot. But hopefully it'll do the trick. I figured it'll be nightfall in about 8 hours, so time to start a fire and try to make the shelter. Here looks like a good spot. A big tree here is falling down. It's already produced some sort of an arch right here. I could collect enough dead sticks from here to kind of make a roof. That way, if it rains, it'll at least keep the water off of me. As you can see behind me, work on the fort is coming well. I had 3 crossbeams, but I've just taken off my jacket because I'm starting to get sweaty. You don't want to get sweaty in the bush. Because once you do, you could get cold, get hypothermia, and die. As you can see, my fort's starting to progress nicely. I've been ripping the moss up off the ground floor here. This should keep me wet if it rains. Not too much room under here, but it'll have to do. A couple more hours and it should be. As you can see, I just finished the roof of my fort here. It'll keep me dry in case it rains. And I started to clear spires so that I can make a little bit of a fire. That way, with all this dead bush around here, we don't cause a forest fire. All that work's made me hungry. Luckily, we're in the freshwater capital of the world in northern Canada. So we could go and find some water. Let's go do that now. And while we're there, we'll gather some wood for our fire. Here we go, right here. Birch bark paper. There are several birch bark trees in the surrounding area here. All we gotta do is find a couple of nice little pieces to start our fire. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's bring this back and then go look for some kindle. We seem to be in a really good spot because of all these fallen trees. There's lots of firewood. So I'm just gonna go collect some of these dead branches and we'll start up our fire. Look at it go. Easy as pie. Once we get it going a little bit, we just throw a little bit bigger branches on there. And we have our fire. We'll keep it going throughout the night so that we stay nice and warm in our shelter. I built the fire in the classic teepee style. Let's go see if we caught anything in our trap. Oh look! A cheese and cracker has found its way into our trap. This is good news. I wonder if there's more cheese and crackers around here. On the way back from getting my cheese and crackers, I found this Mott's Clamato juice. So our water and food problem is solved for the meantime. Oh, I love cheese and crackers. I feel like I haven't eaten in like an hour. But starting to get nighttime here. I think it's about time we escape back out of the bush. I hope you know how to survive in the bush. Well, I got my shoelace back on, so it makes it easier to walk. Just gotta wait for this fire to go up because we don't want to start a forest fire. Smokey the bear says no. I think we're almost 200 feet from the camp. Hopefully we'll be able to get out by nightfall. Besides, supper's in half an hour. Whenever leaving a fire, it's always important to make sure that there's no smoke left. As you can see, there's no smoke left. Let's see if we can find our way back to camp now. Oh look, another cheese and cracker. All right. Look at all that deadfall. No wonder it was so easy. Look at that, just dry. If a forest fire came through here, all this would burn up very easily. Oh, it's much easier to walk with my shoelaces on now. Oh, very thick, dense bush in here, as you can see. I'm right here in the middle of the bushes, and I'm not too sure if I'm going the right way. I didn't bring my compass. The only thing that's going on now is this. Remember that. This will get you out of a lot of jams. The forest appears to be getting thicker and thicker, but it seems to be very easy to navigate through the trees. It's not so much little bushes and stuff. The sunlight barely reaches the ground here, so a lot of the little things on the ground don't go very easily. The bush is starting to get thick again, as you can see. It's pretty hard to navigate around. Oh, I found something, some sort of structure. Oh, at last, we've made the 5-minute hike out of the bush. Seems to be some sort of plantation. Oh no, it's just Lloyd River. Oh, too bad I peed on the fire. We made it out of the bush alive. This is survival with Sean Collin in Lloyd River.